it's Tyrone from OutsourcingLive.com, and welcome to the dedicated channel on outsourcing and showing how to build a virtual team to run your business. In today's video, I want to share with you my YouTube strategy for Outsourcing Live and how I'm going to be able to generate YouTube, or how to use YouTube to generate traffic to the site and to build up a subscriber base and also to build up an audience. So let's have a look. As you know, with the Outsourcing Live Challenge, where I've got 90 days, as I mentioned, the most important thing that I'm going to be focused on is on YouTube and to generate traffic from there. And I'll be using multiple forms, all interlinked some way or another, to be able to generate traffic from YouTube. So let me share with you why I'm using YouTube and why my focus is on YouTube, because there are a few reasons behind it that probably will explain why it's also a good idea to do it as well. So let's have a look. Let's start with Outsourcing Live here. This is the Outsourcing Live YouTube channel here. All right. Now, the beautiful thing about, say, setting up a channel on YouTube is that it actually stands alone by itself. So this channel is considered also another website, and it has its own page rank, it has its own standing. It's like as though a separate website. And Google sees that as well. And it's important that you do understand that, because this can actually help you with generating traffic back to your main site, which is the Outsourcing Live blog. And that's the reason why it's good to actually understand how this process works, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be driving traffic firstly to the channel, and from all different means we'll be driving traffic to the channel. And once you've got that audience built up to the channel, obviously from there they'd want to find out more information, which is why I embed inside the videos, encouraging people to come and check out the blog as well. And you'll notice that inside the videos, when you watch these videos, you'll notice that there's sort of like a little slide at the bottom saying come and leave a comment at outsourcinglive.com. That's where I'll be encouraging people to come over to the blog and also getting traffic from there. So that's really the basis of that. The other reason why I also love using YouTube or using video is because you can actually translate it into 3 different forms. What I mean by that is that once you create, say, one video, you can actually turn it into multiple different formats. So let's say, for example, I'll just write down the forms right down here that you can do. One, you say you do a video, and that video goes onto YouTube. Now what you can do is take from that one video and turn it into an audio file. So you extract the audio out, which is usually in MP3 format. You can also get someone to transcribe it as well for you. And basically, you've got 3 forms then. You've got video, you've got audio, and also you've got a transcript. So there's 3 different forms or formats that you can have. Video, obviously, for the visual side of things. If you like watching a video, learning how to do things, then that's great for the people there. For people who are on the go, who don't like to watch videos and so forth, and want to download it, say, into iTunes and listen to it via podcasts, that's great as well. That means I've catered for that audience. And then for the people who don't even like watching videos, listen to audio, but only like reading, then I've got it transcribed as well for them to be able to read on the blog. So that's the really powerful thing, is that with video, you do it once and you can turn it into 3 different ways or different streams. You can obviously broadcast it out to YouTube as a video channel. You can broadcast it into iTunes as an audio, and then broadcast it out on your blog or through our article directories to be able to get your message out there. So that's literally killing 3 birds in once. And that's the really, really powerful thing about doing video. So if you can, I'd recommend doing that as well. And you only do it once for video and you get these 3 formats. Whereas if you typed up say an article, you'd have to actually go and create another video for it or get someone to do it for you, and they'll take twice as long. So that's really the main reasons why I like using video. Now, I want to share with you as well what the whole behind the scenes will be on how I'll be generating traffic, getting traffic specifically to this channel and also through to this blog. And you'll probably want to know how I do it and what is being done. Okay, so let me share that with you. And what will happen is that I'll be getting my virtual assistants to help me, and also my video guy to help me as well, video editor, and he'll be also doing some of this as well. But essentially, this is what we're going to be doing. is we're going to be going out there. This is really the strategy behind it, is that, say for example, I've got my Outsourcing Live YouTube channel, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going out there and looking for high PR sites, or channels I should say, high PR channels on YouTube. And to explain that further, what does PR stand for? It basically stands for page rank. And that's a score that Google uses to determine how high or how much authority or how popular your site is or your channel is on the internet. And it's pretty much the well-known metric that's been used by Google. So obviously, if you've got a high page rank on your site, then it means that a lot of people are visiting your site, and there's potentially a lot of people who are interested in that particular site. And usually you'd be looking anywhere between 5 to 10 PR. That's what we're going to be looking for. And what we're going to be doing is simply just going onto these sites and just leaving a comment. Because at this point in time, what we've found is that any comment that you leave on, for example, on the YouTube channel of a high page rank channel, it is actually a do follow. And what do follow means is that it's a good backlink or good link to your site. I actually should take a step back and explain what the goal is that we're going to be looking to get more backlinks, which is essentially just links back to your channel or to your site. Build a community. These are some of the criteria that I'm aiming to try and do. Whoops, just get rid of that first. There we go. So really to build a community, and then also to increase subscribers. So that's really what the goal is while developing the traffic at the same time. So more backlinks to the YouTube channel, which is here. Build a community on the YouTube channel, which means that increasing subscribers, getting more comments and so forth. And in order to do that, we've got to go onto high page rank channels and leaving comments. And my virtual assistant will be helping me with that on a day-to-day basis. The goal is really to leave at least maybe 10 to 15 comments across different blogs every day. So if we can just do 10 to 15 comments a day, that will be great, because that obviously allows us to create more backlinks to the site or to the channel. The second strategy that we're going to be doing is we're going to be running competitions. So competitions is going to be here and there. Obviously, I'm not going to run one every week, because obviously for me, it's going to be costly, but we're going to run it here and there, and also some giveaways as well. And what I'll do is I'm going to try and partner with different companies to be able to give things away in regards to outsourcing, and also run competitions to entice people to come onto the blog and subscribe, and also to get them to participate. So that will also help and encourage building up the subscribers. So running these competitions. Whoops. So that's the second thing. The third thing that we're going to be doing is, as I mentioned, building backlinks. And that was one of the goals that we're going to be having. And to do building these backlinks back to the YouTube channel, essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pointing links straight back to the channel. And I'll be doing that by submitting videos again through TubeMogul to various different sites, such as like Blip.tv, Vimeo, and all that. And I won't be putting in outsourcinglive.com backlink, but we'll be putting in the YouTube links that are actually going to be inserted in there. Also too, I'm going to be using a software called the Best Spinner. So what will happen, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be getting the videos transcribed. And with those transcribed videos, we're going to be able to take these transcriptions and turn them into articles. From those articles, we're going to be submitting these articles directly to or through a software called the Best Spinner. And what will happen is, sorry, not the Best Spinner, it's Blog Blueprint. Blog Blueprint. My fault. getting confused with article spinning software. Yeah, we're going to be submitting it to a software called Blog Blueprint. And that's basically what we're going to do is Blog Blueprint will submit it out to thousands of directories and build links straight back to YouTube channel, the Outsourcing Live YouTube channel. And that will be another way to build backlinks as well. Now, the final thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be forming YouTube partner or YouTube joint ventures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out there and find partners or people in the same niche of outsourcing. There might be outsourcing companies out there. There will probably be people talking about outsourcing already on the YouTube and forming a relationship with them and doing joint ventures with them. I might promote their products, they may promote my site and so forth. But in many ways, it's just really building a relationship. And the easiest way to do that is to do interviews with them. So you'll notice that as part of creating content, I'll be getting interviews from these people on potentially YouTube, and then we'll post it up and then put it out onto the podcast as well. So you're sort of like creating content on the go, really. And that's really powerful because you've got a very targeted audience, which is outsourcing audience, who's going to be interested in listening to interviews like this, and it'll get broadcast out through the podcast and also through YouTube as well. And that's really, really powerful because when you form these joint ventures, you can also get traffic as well. So this is very, very powerful in trying to do something like that. All right. I guess you can sort of see the strategy that I'm going to be implementing, but let me just give you a quick summary of what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be implementing this YouTube strategy. So as I mentioned, the YouTube strategy is going to be comprised of four parts or four things. And the first one is I'm going to be leaving comments on high PR sites. The next thing I'll be doing is running competitions. Third thing is I'll be building backlinks. And then finally, the last thing I'll be doing is doing YouTube joint ventures. Now, a majority of this in combination with myself and also my team, they'll probably be doing a majority of this. This is my virtual team that'll be running all of this. Obviously, I'm going to be the one behind the scenes creating the content, and that's me there. So you can literally see me creating the content, and then my team will run the processes in order to be able to get that content out onto YouTube. And hopefully with that strategy in place, over the period of say 90 days, we'll be able to get ourselves some strong traffic, which means that traffic can also essentially help us climb up in the rankings of Google. And essentially that's what we want to do, is we want to be able to rank on the first page of Google. Okay. Hopefully that's given you a good overview and concept of how this whole YouTube strategy is going to work for Outsourcing Live. And yeah, you're most welcome to use this strategy to get it to work for your site as well. And I think it's a very powerful strategy if you can do it correctly and just follow these simple steps and principles. All right, thank you so much for watching today. I'd love to hear a comment about this from you below, so you can just leave a comment below here and let me know, what do you think of this YouTube strategy and how do you think it could actually work for this? And if you've seen any flaws in it or any issues that you might foresee with running a strategy like this, please feel free to let me know as well. All right, my name's Tyrone from Outsourcing Live, and I'll see you inside the next video. Bye for now. Now, if you like more resources like this one, you can find them inside Mass Outsource Mastermind, along with video tutorials and step-by-step instructions showing exactly how I use them. To get a 30-day, no-risk trial membership to Mass Outsource Mastermind, simply visit freevideoset.com. Until next time, I wish you success in your quest for outsourcing.